Hey guys, welcome to a new series on the Junk Bin GBA.
What I'm going to try to do, I think, is take these two boards and turn it into at least one good working board by Frankensteining parts together. I also have this bag of parts and this bag of parts, some of which are clearly for the Game Boy Advance, and I've got all kinds of shells, all kinds of parts, and I'm going to try to get at least one good working handheld out of this. So wish me luck. It looks like maybe someone was trying to repair this part up here. Let me grab something to point with. Sorry about the shakiness. We're trying to replace the link port perhaps. Got part of the way through, there's just not enough solder on there. Looks like they touched down the iron here. I'd already moved this around and this locks in place, so I think the connector here is still good. Looks like they were trying to get an angle on it and they burnt the cartridge slot plastic, but it looks like it would still take a cartridge. This looks original over there. Yeah, I mean, overall on this side, it looks like it's totally fixable, assuming that all the parts work. Who knows? Let's look over a little bit more. This is a burn spot. Again, whoever went at this with the soldering iron had their iron too hot. But they removed the speaker connector. That's easy to do, or easy to replace. Yeah, overall this looks pretty good. Interesting point here. They were probably trying to do a mod of some kind. That is test point 2. And it looks like it's burned, and I have no idea if it's still under there. Can't quite tell on this resistor if it's still intact on R32 there and C37. I'll have to get them out and under the microscope and take a look at these and see if they're still connected. If not, no biggie. I'll swap those out. Overall, this one's in pretty good shape. So I think this will be the main board that I work on. Buttons look good. I think this cartridge slot will be okay. If not, I'll swap it out for the other one. And yeah, we'll see if it works at all. I've got enough screens and stuff. I can plug it in and see if I can get it to boot up. If so, then this will be a pretty easy fix. So yeah, that should be fun.
Now that I have it under the microscope, you can definitely see that the pad has been lifted. This TP2 test point corresponds to the select button on the device. So most likely what happened is someone tried to mod this and then they lifted or ripped the pad off when they did so. There are other places to get that signal, so if we need to, that's fine. Here's some solder blobs that are left over from when they tried to do that. So yeah, oh, that one's not even connected. So we'll just remove that one from the board. And then we can take a look at this other one and see what's going on there. This is that link port connection at the top of the board. I've got it flipped upside down right now. And you can see it actually looks pretty good. I didn't think there was enough solder there, but I think there is actually. A little bit, yeah, that's just flux. So yeah, this actually looks pretty good. Let me get some alcohol. Clean that off. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, anyway, that doesn't look bad at all. So nothing to fix there, really. You can see the edge of that burnt connector there, but it looks okay, too. I've got the soldering iron out. I want to try to get this blob off of here. Yeah, interesting. It's maybe there is actually a pad under there. I don't think there is, but anywho, it isn't coming off, but good enough. So it looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks decent enough. Take a look around the rest of the board real quick, see what we've got. Actually, for a junk bin board, this actually looks really good. All the pins look good on the main ASIC. Nobody broke anything over there. Yeah, this is clean. This looks good. And yeah, that's where the speaker was connected. So we'll try to desolder that a little bit and get those out of there. All right, now I'm going to clean this up and try to remove what's left of the wire here. Adding new solder to this definitely cleans it up and helps try to get this out of there. What it's doing is it's adding new solder, but also it's adding a flux, and that flux helps clean any corrosion on the joint. Now I'm bringing in the solder braid and trying to suck up as much of this as I can. I'll do a video on soldering here in a little while and make sure that you guys understand what I'm doing with some better video. Try it again. Well, there, after a little more persuasion and going to work on it with a tweezers and some heat, I managed to get that wire out of there. Cleaning it up with rubbing alcohol now definitely makes a difference. I use 99.9% rubbing alcohol, and I think it cleans up the this flux nice. So that's what I've been doing. A little bit stubborn there. Get it with a fingernail. There we go. Comes right off. Look at that. Nice and clean.
Well, that was easy. So I hooked this up, set the DC power supply to 3 volts, set it output to go, hooked up a screen, and I got it to boot at least to this Game Boy logo. So let me grab a game and see if it will start up. I also need to find a speaker and see if I can get sound to work, but so far, yeah, working great. So I threw Kirby in. Looks like it booted, no problem. So yeah. Yeah, it's a little screwy with that broken edge. Can't really see it from where you are. Let me rotate it around. Oh, my wire popped off. There we go. Yeah, it looks like Game Boy games are working as well. Well, I dug through the bins and found all the pieces that I need to build this into a complete system. So that's what I'll do in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.